Hey y'all, you got Doug Gore, Dougie Doo here with Cajun Soft Wash. I was asked today about rain gutters and the effects of bleach. Will bleach harm rain gutters is basically the question. And so how I like to answer that is, so basically it was a homeowner asking about using bleach on the rain gutters, and the gutter installation company said never use bleach on rain gutters because it will cause them to pit within a couple of months, 6 months, year, whatever. Here's how I would address that, and here's how I would answer that. If the homeowner asked me, can bleach damage rain gutters, I would say absolutely, without any question in my mind. It can absolutely destroy your rain gutters. That's why it needs to be done properly. It's all about the rinsing and the techniques of the rinsing and making sure you get all the bleach off of it and out of it. Typically, if you go around a house, especially like around soffit and fascia, around the aluminum fascia where it's been cleaned before with bleach and not properly rinsed, it will start to decay. It'll start to eat away at that aluminum. It's the same thing with rain gutters. If you leave that stuff sitting in there too long, it can definitely damage the rain gutters. So it needs to be rinsed thoroughly. You're not typically going to get that with rain gutters, in my opinion, mainly because the rain is going to rinse out anything that's on the inside, so then it also becomes on what's in the outside. But then it also depends. I mean, are the gutters level or not level? Are they holding all the sauce in one end? So it's about the rinse process. Okay, it's about making sure that you wet them down thoroughly. A 1%, 1.5% house wash mix typically is not going to harm rain gutters that we've ever found. A house or a roof cleaning mix certainly can on some of the, especially older gutters and all. So for us with a roof cleaning, a lot of times we'll pre-wet our gutters and then we'll spray an area and then we'll rinse those gutters and rinse them thoroughly to help prevent any problems. It's also another thing for making sure you again, just rinse thoroughly. It's one of the things I really like about Apple Wash. I'm going to throw a pitch in there for Apple Wash because, like I tell my guys, when you're rinsing, if you still see the color coming out, then that means that there's still bleach there. You know, get rid of it. Rinse it. I want it thoroughly rinsed. You know, I'll get into that, you know, the old $99 house guy thing on the same thing. If the guy's using, again, the $99 as a sales ploy to sell bigger, then that's different. But the guy that does the splash and dash, he's the one causing problems. And that's why, you know, if I have a sales pitch about that, I'm going to talk about that rinse factor, because leaving the bleach behind can cause damage. It doesn't matter necessarily where it's at. You need to rinse it and rinse thoroughly. Make sure you portray that to your clients really strongly. Look, it can be perfectly safe as long as it's thoroughly rinsed out. If not, sure, it can certainly pit it up and damage it. People ask me about, you know, is bleach, you know, is your product environmentally friendly? Well, it's biodegradable, but so is crude oil. You know, it depends on how you approach it with your clients. I just encourage you to be open and honest with them every single time. And yes, bleach can damage rain gutters, but thoroughly rinsed, you shouldn't have a problem. And that's how I would approach it with the clients. I appreciate you all for listening to me. If you have any more questions on that, just give me a holler. But I appreciate it. Dougie Doo out.